Yes, guys, we're live. We're back with another hot off the press show. Just gonna let you know first, I will not be doing the watch along for Belgium versus Wales. I'm not feeling to myself this week. A bit of a shit week at the minute, so nothing to do with what happened yesterday. Just a load of stuff that just built up over the last few days, and I don't feel great. So I'm gonna try and take some rest for that watch along. Try and get some sleep because I haven't slept in days. But if you do want to keep an eye on the Belgian Wales game, go check out my friend's channel over here. Right, Let's Talk Premier League. He will be covering like the number of games, including the Belgian Wales game.
We're covering the Serbia versus Republic of Ireland game. We're also going to be covering the Belgium versus Wales game. So yeah, 2 games. We've got an Irish lad to do as well, who's doing the Ireland game. So there's going to be a couple of us watching different games. I've picked up the Wales game because there's going to be more goals in that, and the Irish lad Anthony and Sauls are going to do the Irish game. So it's good.
Wicked.
There's also a new overlay to chuck out there, so make sure you tune in for that. Sauls has been working on it.
Oh, wicked. Yes, go and check that out this evening. Getting also to 100 subscribers as well, so get into that as well. We got Charlie also here as well. He's going to start his own channel, Dugout Daily. Right, so go give him a subscribe now. So, Charlie, how's yourself?
I'm good, mate.
Good. So obviously the main title. There was other things we're going to cover. Try and cover this in an hour, so I'm not going to be on for too long. But the main thing we want to cover is obviously international break means obviously England starting their World Cup qualifiers this week. So basically the journey to the World Cup starts now. Their first game is against San Marino, then playing Albania away, then playing back at Wembley for the Poland game, which is the most difficult out of the 3. And no, we probably mentioned this before on other streams, but your initial thoughts to it?
What, the 3 games or the San Marino game?
3 games.
Right, basically, I expect 9 points out of it minimum. Maximum, actually. Minimum, maximum, whatever I want on 3. Right, these games are just before the Euros. If we have absolutely any thoughts of trying to win the Euros, we have to win these games. That's a fact. Southgate needs to not play negative ass football against San Marino or Albania. If I see Jose Ball at Wembley for them games, I'll be beyond fucking raging. That's a promise. So no, look, it's a good opportunity. Obviously, Rashford's going to be out for the first game minimum. Saka's also not actually joined with England yet, so he's going to be out. So look, there's going to be a weaker side, but to be brutally honest with you, with San Marino and Albania, we can play a weaker side and win. That is a minimum expectation.
You should be winning the under-18 side. Let's be honest, they're more professional.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, we should be able to put a weaker side out. The likes of and this is no disrespect to the names I'm about to mention, but the names of James Ward-Prowse, Calvin Phillips, Watkins, we should be able to. And look, if we are struggling for some weird-ass reason, we've also got the likes of Harry Kane that we can bring on. But I feel that we should be saving them for bigger games. We don't want to play them too often because we do want them fit for the Euros as well.
Yeah. Charlie, your initial thoughts to this. And by the way, Chris, it's not a sackable offence. It's a career-ending offence. Right? He doesn't get another job.
He shouldn't even be the manager in the first place. He's not good enough.
No, he was good enough for what we wanted, which was a rebuild, which was to understand what we needed in the camp and to put things into place and to unite the country or unite that area again. But right now, tactically inept, so no, he's not good enough now. but he was for what we needed him, which was
Yeah,
something.
because
in 2018 he might have been good enough, but definitely not now. With the results we've been getting late, we're losing to Denmark, got beat by Belgium. We
There's
won
better managers.
against Belgium at Wembley though.
There's better English managers out there than Southgate.
yeah, I told you Gareth Southgate is the English Solskjaer semi-final
What
battler.
a ridiculous comment. What a ridiculous comment, right? I'm an Argyle fan, but what a ridiculous comment. They faced Man City in 2 of them. They faced bloody Sevilla, which is the owner of the Europa League. Let's not be stupid and let's use your bloody brains when commenting on things. Just be really helpful, because look, if you don't understand football and you don't understand that it's not Ollie's fault that Fred.
Hang on, where's the people that come in when I say that? When I say that, where's the people? All the people coming saying I'm this, I'm that, I'm rude, I'm this, I'm that.
The thing is,
but it's the same thing, guys. Come on.
Look, Ollie can't control someone not able to make a 2-yard pass. That is not Ollie's fault, right? It's also not Ollie's fault that he wasn't backed properly by his board. That is not his fault. So let's not chuck things out there. It's just an unintelligent way of looking at football, really. Let's do better than that, to be honest. Do better. Like, even Charlie looks at football a bit more mature than that. So let's think about football in a more mature way now.
Do you mind? I like my viewers.
No, look, I'm not slamming them. I'm just saying think about it in a more intelligent way.
And if you want more views, go check out his channel.
Yeah, just be intelligent. Just be intelligent. Don't fall for the tricks that people who don't understand football do. Like, think about
we're also just going to be talking about, because obviously we've got the Euros this year. How that's going to be handled, I ain't got a clue. Move on to UEFA in a little bit. But we've also got obviously the World Cup in 2022 in Qatar, and all the fuck around with playing in December and God knows what else. But Charlie, what do you say with our sort of chances in sort of the World Cup with the talent we've got?
In the World Cup, we've definitely got a chance. Next year, we've got Saka coming through the ranks, Foden, Greenwood, Maddison still quite young, got Grealish who's quite young as well. So I think we've got a good chance if Southgate don't play the wrong tactics.
It's fair. What do you say, now?
I hope Southgate in charge of the World Cup, to be brutally honest with you. No, I said this yesterday. I want Graham Potter or Eddie Howe. Both of them, I'm just saying, enjoy free. Oh, fuck off, you. Oh, is it? Oh, he's on about Southgate. He's on about Southgate, right? Yeah. That is Southgate, yeah. That's not Ollie. I was just about to say, Ollie's not played 5 at the back for bloody ages. I was about to go on another one of my rants. No, look, I hope Southgate isn't in charge. I want someone who is tactically better and is able to handle things better tactically. Also, he's just a bit shit. So I want someone who can read the game, understand what we've got, and understand that our best elements are in attack and not defence. So trying to hold out and win a 1-0 win is never going to work. What we need to do is we need to play freestyle attacking.
Yeah, definitely. But everyone, please hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. What we're doing now is we're just opening it to the floor as well. So
can be about anything. Fight me on anything.
Yeah, if you want to fight him. I ain't getting involved. But speaking of UEFA, there's a couple of things UEFA want to talk about, right? And but we'll move on to the most serious issue just a little bit. It's come out today about the SFP financial fair play decision, and Financial fair play regulations are to be scrapped, which clubs gain more freedom in the way they spend their money. Is that because you have got the balls to actually punish people that break it, aka Man City? Sorry, Charlie, but you did. Oh yeah, you're Chelsea, but they sort of has their books.
No, look. The thing is, it's ridiculously selfish. The people that, if anyone looks at this, and I'm speaking from the club that I care about, which is Argyle in League One. The thing is, if you think that this is a good thing, then you're deluded. You're an idiot. You're in fact selfish, because this actually kills lower down. This kills clubs in League One. And at the end of the day, it's selfish way of doing it. Look, the gap gets bigger and bigger between League One and the Premier League. It forces people to spend more money, puts people into financial troubles. I'm presuming everyone's forgotten about Bowie. A club in Manchester that lost their club. I presume we've all forgotten about that, because if this happens, more of that happens. So I wanna thank you all for being a bunch of fucking wankers again. So
hey, and that's not for the first time this week. Landsy, how are you? What do you want to say, mate, on either England or the UEFA?
So the financial fair play, what they should have done is not just remove it outright, but like a transfer cap. So before it was okay, you can only spend what you earn, which stops clubs. So let's say Burnley had like a massive takeover, they couldn't spend a certain amount of money to get to the top. But if they put, say, 200 million transfer cap for every team, I think it makes it more competitive. So it's just not 4 or 5 clubs getting the best players in the world.
I would say that, but then there are clubs that need to catch up to be competitive. And if you're capped at the same price, how are you going to catch up?
Yeah.
There's an easier way to fix it. The way I would fix it is I would.
If I look at it, sort of like an F1 term, for example, they've got budget caps, but then you have, if you come first, you probably get so much sort of testing time, whereas at the bottom you get so much more. So you have a chance to develop and catch up.
There is an easier way of looking at it. I would force every team to have to field 5 start, right? That then means that you can only have 4 people starting from a different that have been brought in. Do that. 4 people to actually start, and you know what? There's a benefit to that to England as well, because your team is benefiting from the playtime that they're getting. So just force people to do that. It will make teams like City and Chelsea actually have to bring through their own talent. I know obviously City have got Foden. That's their only one that gets game time on a regular basis. So force these top teams to have to start 5 homegrown players and be done with it.
Especially with the thing with Brexit going on as well, which is that impacted how transfers will be done. Adam, what do you want to say about this, mate?
Can I just say something about the FA, like just in general? Like I know it's a bit off topic, but
no, that's perfectly on topic. It's about England as well, so.
I think getting rid of grassroots football was a disgrace. Like they should have kept that running, because it's just affected lots of people, especially the youth, to not playing football.
Yeah, I could see that in a sense. In fact, it probably damaged their careers further down the line because they're not developing. It's the best time is developing is at that stage. That's where you learn the trade, and they are going to be. There's going to be a massive impact on that. Whether it's because it's to make it safe, I don't know. But their game is it's like, oh, it doesn't really matter because it's not like costing us anything, if you know what I mean.
I just think they should have, left it open because the virus is less transmissible, outdoors,
And if you was playing, you could have just got a test before the game as well, if you needed
Well,
to.
yeah, I think if with the testing system, you should be able to do it.
I think there's lots of issues in terms of that. I think doing grassroots football in the midst of a pandemic is not the smartest idea in the world. I think if we do it in a way, if we think about how we do it next season, that'll be better. We'll be in a better situation. I think just trying to do grassroots football in the midst of a pandemic is just never going to work. Don't forget, at the start we were struggling to get tests for key workers. So it's just about biding the time. I mean, I want to go watch Plymouth Argyle. That's an outdoor event. But I haven't seen my team play in over a year now. So I get the whole disappointment, but we're all going through disappointment at the moment. And we've just got to bide our time and wait for the government to get us all vaccinated. Then we can go back to as normal life as we possibly can.
Yeah, I can hear that in a minute. I can hear that. But yeah, the other thing, obviously, UEFA was last Thursday, and the fact that they still haven't made a decision on what's to happen with Slavia Prague. My question actually is that should the club be badly punished because of one player's actions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
We need
Not
to
saying
say.
I condone. I'm not saying I condone it.
No, of course not. But we need to send a firm statement out, right? UEFA need to send a punishment out that other teams think, fuck, no, we need to get a control of our players. I mean, the player should get a lifetime ban himself. That's
yeah,
right? Lifetime ban for good.
That's what I'm saying. Should he get a ban for a player or something punishable?
No. The club should get banned from European competition for 10 years. That'll make a statement of going, look, we're not tolerating this shit anymore. The player get a lifetime ban. We need to send a statement out. It's clear. Look, if it's fans, you can sort of make an argument. You can go, it's just a bunch of assholes in a stadium. They don't represent our club. This player represents your club. He wears the shirt. He plays on a football pitch. He represents your ethics, your ethos, you as a club. He represents that. So they should also get a very hard punishment, as he should.
UEFA aren't going to do anything because they did nothing to Bulgaria when they were doing it to the England players. So they're obviously not going to do anything.
Well,
but people say the thing is
that was the fans, though.
Yeah, but no, the thing is that the manager even said like, oh yeah, there was nothing going on, no racism.
And just
even the manager tried to deny it.
Just because you've got a badge on your sleeve, so
it was the fans, but you can hear it quite clearly.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Even on the TV, I was like, Jesus Christ.
There's a massive difference between the fans doing it and a player doing it.
I get that, but then the manager tries to say that there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, but the thing is, they will do something, especially considering you think how much people started talking about racism and all of that now. It wasn't, of course it was spoken about then, but it wasn't as widely spoken about. Whereas now, we've obviously had the George Floyd incident and all of that. UEFA will be forced to do something. I've no doubt about that.
Also, just because you got a badge on your sleeve, it don't make it all right. You actually have to take action.
Well, I think, if UEFA want to take, if they want to be really serious, go to the Czech FA, relegate them. That will really put their foot down.
Yeah, that really would do it. Yeah. So I don't know if that. I don't know if you try now if it's better, but might have been the settings of readjusting again. Uh, yeah, but and not just it's not just UEFA as well. It was like on the weekend as well. Again, Fred, because of one mistake, gets the sort of worst abuse you can ask for. It's and it's just like, when does it end? When does it end?
Look, I mean,
It's disgusting.
It is
look,
disgusting.
whatever mistakes he made, and yeah, he made a fair few mistakes during the whole game. Nothing, absolutely, and I mean nothing, should mean that you get racially abused for the color of your skin, right? We shouldn't be abusing people for things they can't control, right?
Yeah.
Someone can't control being black, like I didn't control being white, right? We are all, that is something that you can't control unless you're Michael Jackson, right? That's the only person who I've ever seen that's been able to control it, right? But why are we abusing people for things they can't control in life, right? And why are we being so bloody damn rude, right? Can we not just get over it? Can we not just get past the point of being a dickhead online because someone can't see you, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, because I have a channel and I do this, people can see my face, right? These faceless bastards don't know. No one can see them. No one can get them.
I hope that doesn't include me.
No, not you.
No.
From the last time I checked, you haven't been racist online. I mean, if you have, then yeah, you.
I haven't.
If you have, then yeah, you are faceless bastard. But I'm going on the pretense that you haven't ever been racially abusive online. But
all lives matter.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's not just that as well. Is that if you've just been abusive, like, to even people that do YouTube or stuff like that. Because
look, my nan summed it up perfectly when I was younger. If you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Right? That I was taught that aged 5. Right? Because I think I told someone to fuck off or something. She sat me down. She went, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And now I've just carried that out into life. Like, if I don't like you, I'm just not gonna say much to you, because that's how I was brought up and taught. These assholes, they just want a bit of attention. Rightly.
Do you know what I always do? I always base a footballer on the pitch. You know, I don't take it personally. Just start going at the.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
we can analyze Fred's performance from the weekend and go, yeah, he was quite shit. But at no point do any of us need to be abusive to him. Just say he wasn't good enough, and he hasn't been good enough for some time. That's all we can do. Like, we don't need to be abusive. You can state a fact of Fred had a poor game, because he did have a poor game, right? We don't need to be abusive. We don't need to be angry. I mean, I'm sure United fans were probably angry at the time, and they have every right to be. But don't take it out on players, because for me, no player's ever going to go out there to do a bad job, right? They're not. They're doing their job. Like, they're doing it to the best of their ability. You can still criticize them, though.
Yeah, it's like says constructive criticism is allowed on players, but abusing them is a step too far. I criticise them for what performances on the pitch. Of course, and that's how we should treat anyone. I mean, obviously, if some players make more mistakes you're probably going to be more harsh on them. For example, I'll be more harsh on Bellerin all the time because he's just permanently crap. But
he's
never oh, don't start. But yeah, never do I take it. I mean, personally, and be abusive at all. So there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need. But I'm trying to think.
So
obviously, obviously we've seen
Tottenham's actually demise, and obviously that demise. Well, did they ever come up? Did
Well, don't forget they won the league in was it like October or something?
November.
Yeah,
Oh, did
November.
they?
They won the league in November.
No one
well,
told me.
it's certainly how they were acting. Top of the league, and everyone else is shit. And I'm like, yeah. Because you're gonna be
and we
staying
kept
there,
telling
bro.
them you'll get a nosebleed and you'll come straight back down again.
To which they did.
Right?
They were actually first. You know, when have Arsenal ever been first in a table?
At the start of every season.
At the start of every season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alphabetical order.
I'm not even an Arsenal fan, and you just walked straight into that one.
That was good. Well done.
Can we give a medal for Niall? Because he's getting very, he's getting good jokes.
I want a gold
medal.
medal.
Well, you can have a plastic one instead.
That's fine, as long as it's gold.
You can have a thank you. You can come back again.
I'll put it on the wall behind me.
Fantastic.
Turkey are 3-0 up against Netherlands. I told you.
Netherlands
joking.
aren't the same.
Van
without
Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Van de Beek.
Van de Beek, De Jong, and De Ligt. You're telling me that they're wow.
I don't think any of them are playing.
Oh, well, that might explain a bit.
Well, I hope not.
I don't know. Are they playing?
The Ligt is playing, but Van der Beek isn't.
What about De Jong?
Van Dijk playing? No, he's injured.
Yeah, De Jong's playing as well.
That's horrific. Then that is beyond
They've got
horrific.
Depay, Wijnaldum, Marlon, De Jong, De Ligt, Daley Blind, Tim Krul, Daniel Marlin, and they're losing 3-0.
That team should be good enough to beat anyone.
Yeah, who's the manager of Holland at the moment? Does anyone know?
De Boer. Frank De Boer.
Maybe they ought to get a new manager because he clearly isn't doing a very good job. I knew at some point it was who was it?
How can you lose?
It was Koeman before.
It was Koeman, yeah.
Yeah, De Boer. He was the one that was
back in.
He was sacked by Palace.
Is it me or some Liverpool fans? It's because he's Wijnaldum's captain.
Can I just say Turkey's two defenders are Kabak and Soyuncu.
That's a solid defense.
Oh, don't.
It looks like
Velvet's going to come out of nowhere.
Holland has literally started up in the ante then because they're really attacking them now. I've just put it on.
Yeah.
I was watching Chelsea women versus Wolfsburg women. It was quite a good game.
Yeah, Champions League. Yeah, Champions League. Frank de Boer playing Blind and Woe when England faced Turkey.
When are England playing Turkey?
Is it bad that the Chelsea women play better than the Arsenal men team?
No.
Can you imagine England not qualifying for the World Cup? Can you imagine?
Hold on, were you not old enough to fight when we didn't qualify for Euro 2008?
2008. Volley with the volley.
Oh, I was pretty young back then.
Yeah,
I
can sense that because I've already suffered that once. Do I want to suffer that again?
Some people had their tickets booked.
I was alive back then.
Inconceivable. Yeah, some people. No, like the people had their tickets booked. They know what bars they were going to. They know this, they know that. They had everything booked, thinking it was inconceivable that England would not qualify for the Euros.
What about the 2014 World Cup? England performed very bad.
Finished fourth.
Shocking.
Are you just trying to go through all of the worst moments in England history?
Yeah,
this could go. This could go on forever.
You just trying to make me jump out the fucking window.
We'll end this next Thursday if we carry on talking about England bad performances.
I mean, I'll end up jumping out my bloody window.
I mean, don't forget, we're run by a manager who technically knocked us out of the Euro '96.
Wait, what?
Can't blame everyone misses.
Southgate missed the penalty.
Missed the penalty.
Yeah, but
that knocked
we
us out
can't
of Euro
blame
96.
him entirely. Look, we can't blame him entirely.
He's pretty young back then.
At the end of the day, everyone misses penalties. He was also a centre back, so I also want to know why he was taking the penalty in the first place.
Yeah, but I don't get why there was some others that should have taken a penalty that day.
Well, yeah, I
we are
completely agree with you, but you can't really blame him.
You can blame the
Like-
manager and the captain on that one. Who's the captain?
Well, you
I
just
got
blame the
clue.
team. You blame the team as an entity. You just blame them all.
Yeah.
Not one person took us out. They all took us out. That's the way I see it. Kabaka's lamp for Mo Salah. He's just dived on the floor. But he didn't throw his arms in the air though, so I presume that he hasn't
It
learned
wasn't a
that
foul.
bit yet.
He's just started the lesson, so he's not got everything yet.
Oh yeah. I suppose
That
it
grass
takes
is his
time,
best
so-
friend. Most occasions.
So, Lanzi, are you still sticking with the fact that if we make Declan Rice captain, we're going to win Euros in the World Cup, are we?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I actually sort of agree in a way. I think if the captains I'd pick are either Jordan Henderson or Declan Rice, they'd be my two picks.
Is Callum Chambers in the England squad?
No, he
No.
Is he?
I want Harry
We got to
Maguire.
get him in, boys. He's fantastic.
We absolutely do.
No.
I'm just saying this.
What was that
I
just
want-
heard?
He
I want
actually contributed against West Ham,
Oh,
you know.
shut up.
That's
He's
because
running a
Aaron Cooper
great
was
ball
playing as
to-
a borderline left winger.
Hang on, hold the phone. Silence. Do you know what he contributed to the 3 bloody goals, mate? Right, that we conceded.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, the
And
first goal.
two of the goals we got back were West Ham own goals. So don't even, no.
Well, yeah, but he's
No.
not.
Oh,
the
he
one
got,
that-
he got
he-
2
yeah,
assists.
what he did in the
this
first
season.
half-
Have you
what
seen
he did in the first
AFTV's match ratings?
Hold on,
I don't
Stephen.
care about
the only
AFTV's match ratings.
the only goal he
my
was.
match ratings.
Ollie, look.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
the-
gonna say this. My match ratings, I put him at 0. Right? Performance like that in the first half.
Yeah, but
performance
Stephen,
like that in the first
Stephen,
half.
listen.
Ben
I
Rama
would have been taking him off
exposed
at
him.
half time.
Stephen, Chambers was only at fault for the first goal for Lingard. He wasn't at fault for the other two.
Yeah, he
He
didn't
had a
close
very-
the guard down enough.
And he had a
He was
very
getting ripped
good
to shreds down
second
that
half.
left-hand side. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
everyone
would've
was at
taken
fault
him
for the
off at
second
half
one.
time.
They
What do you
fell asleep.
expect? He hasn't played a lot. He hasn't had much
guess
game
who plays
time.
him? Guess who
Well,
plays
that's
him?
not. Well, is that Callum Chambers' fault? No.
No,
It's
but
Arteta's
everyone. No, but this is what
He
I'm
put in a
saying.
decent
Everyone-
shift.
Yeah, but
He did
hang
in
on,
the
here's the
second
thing.
half.
Here's the thing. Everyone that then is Arteta in will then starts going, it's Callum James's fault, not the manager's.
No, look. Everyone knows.
Suddenly,
It's the, sa-
Cafu.
it's the same with Donny at United. He hasn't had much game time, and people are expecting miracles, right? You can't expect miracles from someone with no game time. Look at Sergio Aguero at City. Looks a shell of his former self, because guess what? He hasn't played much game time, right? So you can't blame Callum Chambers because he isn't match sharp. But he was only at fault for one of the goals, and in the second half, he had a very good performance. He did. You got to give it to him. In the second half, he really performed.
Yeah, then what was worse is Sky Sports making man of the match.
I think he
Well,
looked
that
better
one
because
out.
we decided just to not play.
That is a point as well. The West Ham, I think, probably got
Yeah, but
pretty
he
comfortable.
can only play what's in front of him. If West
Yeah,
Ham
but what I'm
decides
saying,
down
how
tools-
do you play like that in the first half? Then after the second half, you get man of the match.
If 4-0
Right.
started that game, he would have got finished. He wouldn't have been allowed anything.
The thing is, that's all ifs and buts. If my aunt had Dick, she'd be my uncle, right? That's all ifs and buts. That's pointless. The thing is, in the second half, he had a very good game, and in the first half, he was not shit. He was just average, right? Yeah, he should have closed Lingard. Yeah, but he should have closed Lingard down. Yeah, of course he should. Right? That is a mistake. But to sit there and blame him for absolutely everything in the first half is just ridiculous.
Right.
Oh my God. Right. Let me explain.
Game time.
Right. I'll explain it simply for you. What's the one thing linking all three of them? Not much game
Lack
time.
of
They haven't
game
played
time.
many games, right? So I'm not comparing them in an ability or even in a positional sense. What I'm actually saying is that their fitness and their match sharpness is all pretty similar because of the lack of game time every single one of them have just had. Please,
And if
come
you want
on,
more if you want more sense brained into you, go check out his channel.
Please, just think, be logical, right? Don't take everything someone says as literal. Think about the context they're using it in and why they're using it. Come on, do better than that.
Yeah. So what else to talk about? Apparently, Chelsea had a big blow towards of Haaland. But beggars
Did he
belief, I'm
go?
going
I
to try
do
and look it
not
up.
play with it. Did he go? I don't play Werner or Havertz. Fuck you.
Yeah, that also
They
unless
sat,
he's going.
they sat him down there. He was like, "Who's going to be my teammates next year?" They were like, "Havertz and Werner," and he's gone, "Dog shit, goodbye."
Right.
I do better. Or they probably told him that he's going to be playing on the wing or something ridiculous like that.
Haaland.
The main reason why Vardy rejected Arsenal, wasn't it? Because Wenger told him he would be playing on the wing. And Vardy was like, nah,
yeah,
fuck that.
just let's not get onto
They're
that.
playing Vardy on the wing.
Yeah, Wenger said that he's
Yeah.
going to play Vardy on the wing some games. And Vardy was like, nah, fuck that, I'm not joining you.
Just because he's fast don't mean he can dribble.
Yeah. And then who was it, Suarez or Vardy, that you paid an extra £1 above their release clause?
Suarez.
That's the one. Yeah, Suarez. They paid his release clause plus £1. Pound was going to be valuable.
Well, that's apparently what Solskjaer keeps calling him for, Haaland, but I doubt it's going to be Man United to get him. He's going to one Premier League club. He's going to one Premier League club. I know he is.
It's not inconceivable that United wouldn't get him. United could get him at the end of the day. Because if you think about it, Ollie was one of the main reasons why Haaland is where he is today. And before the lad in the comments pipes up, Ollie was Haaland's manager at Mould, so thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point. He might want to.
So they have that
might want to go
connection.
back. So yeah,
and apparently that's the main reason why United didn't get him. Partly because they were unsure if Ollie was still going to be there, and unsure, and United didn't want it because there was a release clause in there.
We got Relentless. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, man. What you saying, man? What you saying? What's going on, guys, man?
Yeah, you banned me for the watch along, man. That's better than that.
Yeah, what's that, Steve? What you say?
You abandoned me for the watch along, man. Seriously.
Which watch along?
The West Ham one.
Ooh, beef.
Wait, did you ever send me you sent me the link, right?
Yeah, I swear I sent you the link. I did send you the link. I swear I did.
Oh, did I abandon you? I thought I texted you. Said I wasn't.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, great. But yeah, what's your take on England? Do you think England have any sort of chances? Anything about UEFA? Just basically anything we're talking about in a minute.
International football, you guys are talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
About England. I don't want to sound like a fanboy. I'm gonna try my best not to sound like a fanboy. You know, there might be a wet floor sign in a couple seconds, man. But listen, England will not do anything unless they play Jack Grealish. If he starts every single game, I think
it's more simple than that. We can win it if we play attacking football.
Yeah, I know that fits.
Jack Grealish is not the be all and end all for England. We got Phil Foden, we got Rashford, we got Sterling, we got many good players. We've got Maddison. Yeah, but it's not all just. We're not a one-man band by any means of the imagination.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but for me, Jack Grealish is one of the England's best players right now, and I think that the fact that he's able to lead a team like Villa, I know Villa isn't Manchester United or Arsenal, but what he's done for Villa, I think he can replicate for England. And he has better players around him. But it's whether, you have to ask yourself a question. Do you see yourself doing anything with Southgate? And if you do, Southgate has to, tweak his system and maybe go away from maybe 3 at the back to maybe. If he is going to play a 3 at the back, maybe play like a bit of a possession-based attacking lineup, because England have a lot of attacking players, man. Like Saka, Foden, like you said, Grealish. Who else? They got if they want to play
Rashford, Sterling.
Rashford, Sterling. Listen, options. They got decent backup strikers. Wilkin. No, I said Wilkin. Wait, what's his name? Ollie Watkins. They also got aerial threats. Listen, this is a decent England team, man. But it's whether can Southgate do it with all this talent? Will he ball it? Will he ball it? If I'm saying that right, will he blow it? You know, what would he really do? Because I feel like in terms of the Euros, they can really say what's up in the Euros, man. Because they got a good team.
Christian, what you saying, man?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news again for all you Arsenal fans, but
no.
If you don't already know, you might
be careful what you're saying.
Saka is currently not with the England squad because he has a hamstring injury. If you didn't already know.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Okay,
I already knew that.
I guess you played. I guess you played him on Wednesday.
I just wanted
to played him on a weekend.
I just wanted to see Stephen cry on stream. Sorry.
No, it just backs my point. Of how
but he's got 2 weeks off now.
But hang on. But it backs my point to the bone of how shit fucking Arteta is.
Hey, what's going on with the medical staff, bro?
Because he was injured.
What's going on?
That hamstring went during the North London derby. But the next week, he took the risk and played him against West Ham.
No. Apparently, he had treatment.
And now he's caused an even more injury. So
he was responding well to the treatment. Look, I know you hate Arteta.
No,
we have to think about.
Don't play him. He's got a hamstring problem. You don't play him, and now you fucking ruined him.
Right. Think about this a bit more.
Fight.
Right. So
I will fight him on this, but no.
He's had the injury, right? Apparently, he's responded well to the treatment.
Amen.
He's then played. It may have triggered it again, but Arteta isn't to know that, right?
Yeah, but they're responding well to the treatment and saying you're fit to play are two different things. If you're responding well to treatment, I'd still say, is he still?
There is no way.
Yes.
There is no way.
But one thing is,
doesn't play him unless the medical team says he's okay to play.
Yeah, he has to clear like a couple tests or something. He has to pass like a fitness test or something. No. It's Stephen. It's true. They do have to pass like some tests.
Let me not even lie. They do. Let me not even lie. Getting back to the England thing. I'm actually hella excited about this Euros. You know. I'm hella excited simply because I want to see how some of these men perform under pressure. We've never
seen Southgate. Christian, have you got rid of Southgate for us?
bro.
Then why on earth are you excited about that? We're going to be playing Jose ball in the Euros.
No.
Southgate beat City 8-0. Southgate beat City 8-0. Remember that, Charlie?
I need something to look forward to, all right? This summer.
Think about the under-21s then.
Greenwood ain't even playing, so I don't care about the under-21s.
He ain't the only.
What? Who they going to play up front? Eddie Nketiah? Come on, man! I ain't watching that.
Easy. Respecting Nketiah.
Okay.
What? Tanganga, right?
No. Come on. Well, if you let me say the team, they've got Callum Hudson-Odoi, who will be very good in the under-21s.
Don't care about Callum Hudson-Odoi.
He should be promoted.
Well, he's going to be bloody good in the under-21s. Then you've got Curtis Jones, who's also going to do a job in the under-21s.
He should be promoted as well.
You've got Emil Smith-Rowe. We've got some very good talent down there.
All right,
cool. We've got brilliant talent.
All right, cool.
England got bad talent right now.
One at a time, guys.
With the Euros, like I was saying, I want to see how some of these men perform under pressure because we've never seen the likes of a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the likes of Jack Grealish play under high. Well, we have seen it with Grealish with the relegation stuff, but in terms of about trying to win something, we've never seen these players in high pressure situations. I want to see how they perform in a do or die situation, and I want these players to get tested against the best of the best. I want them to go to France and beat them. I want them to go to bro.
It depends on how it depends on how we line up.
Who is Southgate, bro?
If we line up in a 4-2-3-1, play attacking football and try and outscore these bastards, then yeah, we probably do. If we play 5 at the back and hope for the best, then no, we haven't got hope in hell's chance.
Everyone knows you're going to go.
You do know who Harry Maguire is, right? Well, shit his fridge.
Everyone
Like,
knows we're going to go 5-3-2.
Exactly,
Like
that's
everyone
why
behind the ball, maybe apart from one attacker.
Yeah. Daniel, what's your take on this?
We'll have a good team if you don't have Maguire in it.
He ain't the only problem. You got Eric Dyer. I
And
mean,
Dyer.
you got Kieran
Take
They got
Greg
two
Trippier.
Dawson.
fridges,
Then
bro.
you need Cody
Kyle
tomorrow
Walker.
and someone else.
I
Cody
mean,
tomorrow, sounds.
Well, one at a time. One at a time.
half the defense is the problem, not just Harry Maguire. I mean, yeah, he's a
Cody
big
tomorrow
part,
stands.
but
Yeah,
But
that's
he's
this
good.
is the problem. Is who
Rich James.
picks. That's the problem. Who
Hey,
Hey,
picks.
how about Ben White? How about Ben White? People talking about Ben White, bro.
that's a shout.
Ben White's a
Why
shout.
not?
Ben White's a shout. Ben White's a shout.
Konsa from Villa.
Tyrone
So-
Mings. I know he's a bit dodgy, but how about Tyrone Mings?
I
He's
prefer
decent.
to
On his day, he's decent, man.
I prefer to take Konsa over Mings.
I'd
to be
rather take
brutally honest.
Consul.
Yeah, can't say that.
I'd take
So,
him over Mings.
Craig Dawson.
what
Craig
is-
Dawson. Anyone?
Yeah, take
No.
Craig Dawson. Look,
Craig
you
Dawson.
season that he'll just
So,
score.
Daniel,
You
scored
season
a
that he
goal.
scores in it.
That's Daniel. You're winning the Champions League, are you?
The Women's Champions League, not the men's.
I didn't put that one. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
I did. We were talking about the Women's Champions League. No,
Look,
you were
it says it
talking. No,
here.
you were talking
Look,
about
it
the
says
Women's
it here.
Champions
It
League, and I
said
said we're going to win
no,
it.
no,
So
no,
don't start
no.
saying.
No, you did put women's on it. So that I could
You
take
was
that.
talking about the Women's Champions
Yeah, but
League.
say about the women's. I could
yeah,
You
say
but
about
weren't
the
talking
women's.
about the
Yeah,
men's.
but I don't call it Chelsea women either. I just call it Chelsea.
What's the point?
I don't like to discriminate between male and female, so I call them the same club.
They're all Chelsea teams.
Yeah.
We.
1-0. 1-0. Me 1. You 0.
Oh God.
Niall, I love you, man.
No.
So
Just. Oh,
That's
give
2
me-
can't
gold
look back,
medals.
though.
That's 2 gold medals I get now, Adam.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't worry, you'll get them.
Like I said, you'll
Be
get a thank you
patient.
and an invitation card. That's it. Anything else that we haven't covered that people want to raise up before we end
Hey,
it?
Did you see
As I
Granit
said, I
Xhaka's?
wanted to go for an hour, so go on.
Did you see Granit Xhaka's comments in the interview?
No, I heard something about this.
Bro, I mentioned it on my stream, bro. This you see this brother, you see this guy, bro. Every time he goes on international break, it's like the interviewers know that he's retarded and you say some random stuff, so they just interview him, and he always comes out with some nonsense. Don't quote me on this, but I believe he said something like, "Arsenal fans always try to use me as a scapegoat. Oh, I got a red card and people will abuse it," which is not right. I do agree with that. And you're saying how Arsenal fans have their favorites, and he basically had to go at Pepe, saying that when Pepe got the red card, people weren't abusing him. But I remember Pepe was getting abused, so I don't know what he's talking about. And he was basically saying, "Oh, how Arsenal fans are this and that and the third, and how blah blah blah." I'm like, bro, you already know that certain Arsenal fans, certain parts of the fan base don't like you. So why would you go and say and come out with an interview basically criticizing the fans, and then once you do a mistake in the game, you're sitting there crying, wondering why you're getting abused? Bro, you need to stop doing these interviews. I don't know who's advising these players. I don't know bro, it's so annoying just seeing these players. Like, I think someone needs to really advise these players with these stupid, silly interviews, because they go to these radio stations, they get a bit too comfortable, and they start saying some nonsense, man. I think, and it's in Switzerland, so he's with his people. He's thinking that maybe he won't get out.
3-1.
But for me, Granit Xhaka needs to leave in the summer, bro. I think it's getting a bit toxic right now. He needs to leave in the summer.
Goal Netherlands 3-1.
I'm just watching some of the comments here that he's referred to the statement he's made. And reaching the Europa quarterfinals in style. In style.
Did you say? Oh my god!
And that's why
There was a lot
I'm
of
not surprised
style. There was a lot of style about it. There was a lot of style.
That's why there's a lot of people that like this one here that says this is the mentality exactly why we're suffering. We sit 10th, drop points against sides that Wenger used them all. This man calls it better. The moment we bin this guy and replacing will be the day that we'll start going up as a team.
Yep.
Well, when you've come in and then ever since then we've not qualified for the Champions League, and then he makes some ridiculous comments like that. It's just like, what?
I'm guessing you
what you-
disagree with his comments.
I disagree with his comments. I mean, how is that better? At what point, at any level, is that better for Arsenal? If you think that's better for Arsenal, go somewhere else and watch it, right? And go let's play somewhere else, because that's not better for Arsenal at all, right? I don't know where you watched Arsenal as a kid, right? Because it's certainly not the same Arsenal I watched as a kid, right?
I think if Arsenal avoid relegation, I'd say that's good enough. That's good enough.
I just scored.
Say that again, Dan.
Same guy just scored again. 3-2.
Yeah, no, sorry. Say that again.
Oh, I said if you avoid relegation, I think that's good enough for Arsenal every season.
Yeah, 100%.
Shaka said Christian made him strong. Yeah, he said he came back stronger after the criticism. Bro, you gave away a penalty.
You definitely know Xhaka listens to Kelly Clarkson's Till I Got Stronger or something. just listens.
I think it's just playing on his mind. That's why he's
just there nodding. He's like
expressing himself.
And then Steven, do you remember that interview he came out with? And like, you remember when he said, I think this is another international break interview.
I don't know.
And he said,
no, you don't know, because actually Granit Xhaka said it was him, it was Arteta that convinced him to stay. Maybe we should take this as a lie, because apparently we're going to come to that. Granit Xhaka's a liar.
Yeah, you want to know what he said?
According to certain Arteta fans, he never said that.
You remember against Crystal Palace when he told the fans to fuck off? And he had an interview.
I'm still waiting for your apology on that one. Hello.
He had an interview. With like some Swiss media radio station. And he said, "Yes, I had to apologize, but really, in reality, I didn't do anything wrong." I'm like, bro, you fucking dumb.
And that was your
doesn't have to apologize.
Listen, if that was Tony Adams or Graham Potter or any proper manager, they'd be kicking him in the dressing room, bro.
Tony Adams would probably punched him on the pitch.
Look, but imagine Nigel Winter kick him up.
No violence.
We all know that. I'm sorry. That Tony Adams, those sort of
he grip him up, bro.
And those big players, they would have never stood for it.
Look, we all know that
the dressing room, but not the pitch.
The dressing rooms have changed since then, right? Football's changed.
Yeah, it's got soft.
Right? There's no way that Pogba acts the way he does if Roy Keane's captain, right? Things have changed. Football's changed. Society.
Football's become more soft.
But we all know that Xhaka is the best Arsenal captain in the last 50 years. I mean, respect him.
Complete facts. I mean, he is. Genuinely,
hang on. He's even said here that he can apologise for the Burnley mistake, but not send the fans to fuck off.
Fuck off.
Seems like
a good one.
I mean, if I was an Arsenal player, I'd probably tell you.
I'm sorry the fans got fed up with you and they actually want to succeed.
Yeah, but if I was playing for Arsenal, I'd probably tell the fans to fuck off as well.
I mean, if I was the manager, I'd put Jack up top. See what he'd do for us.
Well, if you
score us a couple of goals.
I'll say that the next thing that comes up.
I'll put Saka in goal, mate. Saka in goal.
Oh, fantastic!
Just mind games, isn't it? I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna put Saka in goal, Xhaka up
Chambers
front.
at top.
I'm then gonna play like, I don't know.
Aubameyang in defence.
Gabriel on the wing with Luis on the other wing. Lacazette
he's Brazilian.
and Aubameyang as two centre backs. William at right
Great
back.
centre back, dude.
Pepe at left back.
Pepe would probably be a decent left back, you know.
When you play when I was a 10 then.
Hey,
I'll be getting everyone's predictions, but I'm not going to do it for the same reason because it's just no point.
Pointless.
Pointless.
If we don't win 8-0, Southgate just leave.
If it is pointless, then fucking hell, Jesus.
No,
Christ.
it's going to be
just like they beat City, just like they beat City 8-0. You remember that, Charlie? Got beat 8-0 by Middlesbrough. Shocked them. I think was it 8-1? Was it 8-1?
Charlie's about to come off the microphone.
You remember when United beat Arsenal 8-2?
Nah, I don't remember that. But
Spoken
when was
about.
that, man?
I remember when Man United,
But battered you.
I was 5-0
I was
up.
in hospital for
Do,
that
do,
bit. I
you,
don't
do you
remember it.
remember when Arsenal lost 1-0 to Aubameyang getting an own goal?
Hey.
Hey, against Burnley.
At least he scored.
Oh, what a free kick.
Stephen,
No,
did you not think?
Do you know what?
Did
Do you know
you
what
not
some
think
Arsenal
when?
fans?
Yeah,
Do
but
you know what some
do
Arsenal
you not?
fans said?
Oh, do you remember when Chelsea lost
Even some
5-3?
fans said. Even
Do you
some
remember
fans said.
that?
They said.
Do you remember
Well,
when
at
you lost
least he
6-0?
got. Well, at least he ended his goal drought.
I was just about to say, did you not think that maybe because he did score that he might start going on a scoring run?
Scoring streak.
Hopefully in the other end, to be fair.
A
But
streak of own goals.
He doubted himself. You know.
Hey,
4-2.
And I just scored a free kick. What a free kick. Bang, top corner.
Ronaldo's scoring free kicks. What the hell's going on?
He's celebrating like there's a stadium full of fans. What he doesn't realise is that the stadium is fucking.
Well, I mean, he's been playing for Klopp. He might as well celebrate. He barely scores goal. He barely sees a goal, man. It's been like 3 years since he's done an assist.
That wasn't Kabak that scored.
Oh yeah, they have Kabak playing.
Unless Kabak has shaved his head in the last 2 minutes.
Sorry, lads, I got to go now. So
yeah, well, we're gonna wrap it up anyway because I'm tired. I
That's
want
a
to
wrap.
go for an hour because it made me feel a little bit better, but I'm just not feeling great. So, thanks so much for tuning in as usual. Niall, where can I find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Let's Talk Premier League, doing a watch along of Wales and Belgium and the Republic of Ireland versus Serbia. So make sure you come join us tonight, 7:30 start.
As I said, I will not be doing my watch along for Wales, Belgium. I just need a rest and a break. So go check out his show and go do that. Charlie, where can I find you?
You can find me here on Twitter, MTFC Hibs, and also a new video coming out soon on Dugout Daily. Hopefully, in the first upload. Make sure you go and subscribe and hit the like button and subscribe on this channel as well.
Wicked, cheers for that. Yeah, Daniel, where can I find you?
Find me on Twitter at TFC Daniel MTG. And make sure you like and subscribe on Stephen Featley's channel and get into 1K.
Yes, go and do that now. And yeah, Relentless.
Yeah. You can find me on the Relentless Football Hub. All things football. Just did an Arsenal show, and Shaka out. Unfortunately, Aubameyang out. Sorry, I had to say that. Arteta out. Whole board out. Arteta lovers out. Board. Flipping Cronky out. You get the point.
Yeah, everyone up basically. Yeah, and Adam, where can I find you?
I'll just send the link.
Okay. Right.
Can I just say something before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Can everyone just beat Arteta in? You know, trust the process and Arsenal win the Premier League.
We're going to win the Champions League in 3 years.
I totally agree. I mean, Arteta is.
Someone here isn't Arteta in. It's a disgrace.
Look, for me, the Arteta is the greatest manager.
Southgate out. He's changed his mind, boys.
Yeah, I'm both.
For me, I think Arteta is the greatest manager Arsenal's ever had. Big up Aubameyang, greatest. Look, if you compare the captaincy of Aubameyang and Vieira, Aubameyang wins it every day. He's just a much better captain. So trust the process. Arteta in, Arsenal are back.
Arteta has a better hair, a better trim than Wenger. So yeah, he's also better tactically.
20 years of his age before he took over.
You know what? Arteta knows the Wenger way. He used to play under Wenger.
Look at that. Guess what? It's not working. That's
what
Wenger.
Hold up. Look, Tapas Pulis knows what he's doing, right? So respect on his name.
Also, Mason Mount, future England and Chelsea did.
Don't diss Tony Pulis like that. Put some respect on Tony Pulis' name.
I'm not, but
if he managed Arsenal getting 40 points this season, surviving.
No. I'll tell you what. I could do a better job, and that's a fact.
And respect on Arteta's name, but trust the process, bro. Trust the process.
No, like I said, I've got no affiliation to him whatsoever. He came in for 4 seasons, that was it. And
trust the process.
Show some love, Stephen.
Yeah,
show some love.
For what? He didn't win me the league in 2016 when he should have done.
Nah, but he did win you the FA Cup and the Community Shield.
He won an FA Cup. Woohoo! Oh, don't start.
He won you the Invincible season.
The Community Shield, according to some Arsenal fans, is the most valuable trophy in world football. So
yeah, because they've got nothing to eat off their dinner, have they?
Yeah, clearly.
And Arsenal to win Europa League.
Arsenal are not winning Europa League. They're not winning.
Can you imagine how happy Arteta would be? I mean, Stephen would become Arteta in because they've got Champions League. It's brilliant. Field day.
I'd still be Arteta out, mate.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. You'd have the Champions
League.
No,
after this season, no way. They could win the Europa League, and I said it's not good enough.
You'll be winning the Champions League next season, then.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Bayern Munich in the round of 16, obvious win for Arsenal.
We're gonna
6-2 win,
and we're gonna buy who to beat them.
With
what money?
The solid players, Johnny Evans.
With what money?
Don't
forget, we've got £120 million loan to pay off first in one lump sum. So you really think our board's going to spend money?
You'll pay that quickly.
Yeah. But you really think the board are going to actually pay for it and actually let us spend? No.
Yeah. The board are amazing. They're fantastic.
They're
going to put money into the club.
Right. It's about as much use as a chocolate teapot. But yeah. Anyway,
that's disrespectful. Hold on, that's disrespectful to chocolate teapots.
Yeah, show some respect, man. We love the chocolate teapots.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I wanted to melt chocolate, but that's about it. Yeah, but thanks.
Have you not melted chocolate before?
No, I'm not even going into it. Let's. Yeah. Hope everyone.
Get Arteta in right now, boys.
Nail. I'm gonna have to VAR check that.
VAR check. Yeah. By the way,
that's not good enough for 2-0. It's still 1-0.
Subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.